Hey traders, Mike Katz here with 7 Points Capital, bringing you today's trader takeaways. And today I'm finishing the day red. Trading wasn't easy for me today. I wasn't super active. I knew to be a little bit more passive and let things kind of play out. But I'm definitely finishing on the red side today, and we'll go over that real quick. So before we do that, SPY, we can see that yesterday we broke the significant 270 level on the news on the heels of the Italian debt and the euro and China again, the tariffs being back on. So yesterday the market had a reason to go down, broke 270. We broke below this sideways range that we were in, and we kind of closed a little bit off the lows, but below 270. So today we came in gapping up pretty hard, and we couldn't reclaim 270 again, but we just kept going higher and higher. And that's where I struggled today. I was basically being a little stubborn, just thinking, well, we're going to reverse now, we're going to reverse now. And I just kept fighting it on the spiders on the market. So not too proud of how this chart's going to look, but hey, this is what we learned from, right? Let's see. So spiders right out of the gate, a little bit after the open, I was looking to short this and worked pretty quickly, which kind of made me think, yes, you're on the right side, and you should now start to find spots to get bigger. So the morning volatility was kind of working in my favor. Got a cover, and when it went sideways for so long over here, I figured, you know what? We couldn't bounce where we should have. Instead, we went sideways, and then I kind of added at the top of that range, but then it just took off, came back, covered half again. But here, this whole time, I was thinking, we won't be able to make new highs, and we won't be able to, go up too much from here. 271, 271.20, and then I figured we're going to retest and get below 270. So far till now, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with being wrong on the direction, on the thesis, right? But what happens afterwards is where I, I feel like I could have done a lot better, and that's to stop fighting the trend. But I decided to continue to fight it, where I did close out the position here. I got stopped out above 271.30, and then I kind of tackled it again here as we were looking like maybe we're topping out, maybe we're 272 is going to be resistance, and that didn't hold. But this one I didn't stop out, and I just rode it up, got much bigger here, and then was able to kind of cover everything down here on this pullback. But still ended up red on this. Not as bad as it was at the peak, but I was going to stop out if it went another 20-30 cents above here. So spiders, I was definitely on the wrong side of this today. They just kept grinding higher and higher, and it just looked like it was going to just keep going, and I wasn't as proactive as I should have been on taking this off. So that's that. What else do we have here? DKS. They had earnings, big gap up, acting well. And because I was focused on the SPYs, I wasn't really doing a whole lot in some of these names that were in play. I thought at first maybe this looked like a ascending triangle where double, triple top with rising lows. But then when I looked at it on the volume profile, it looked like there was definitely a lot of volume traded here. You guys could see that, right? Both here and here. So 38.70, 38.60 when it went sideways here. And I figured we're going to probably get a bounce, a rally off of it, and we're going to go higher. But I was kind of waiting, and I was going to probably try to buy the breakout of 39, the high of day. But then I walked away for a few minutes, and then when I came back, it was looking like this. It was looking like that, and it looked to me like this is potentially going to unwind. So right there I got in, 38.50-ish, put my stop above here, above these wicks, and above the volume profile, because now if we could scroll forward, we can see that this is where I got in. And for this thing to get back above, it would mean that everybody's stuck long here would have to get out, and I was going to stop out above here. So that worked out for a nice quick trade here. These are the fills. Nothing, nothing great, but it was a green trade. Didn't have a whole lot of those today. What else was green today? EXAS. This was a parabolic move. EXAS. Riley mentioned this one, thinking this is looking like a parabolic right over here. We can see that, right? The slope is increasing every time, getting steeper, steeper, and then finally, bam, getting pretty steep. And here, when putting a topping tail, all the volume came in. I got a locate. By the time I got a locate, this was at around 59 bucks. And I didn't get the top tick, but still got some good fills here. 59. Did a cover, put it back on. Cover, cover, cover. Looks like maybe it's going to go lower. And then stopped out over here of everything else. So this was a nice one. Parabolic trade. A lot of times these parabolics, they either just continue to unwind straight down after they put in the signal that I look for, or they'll just come back up and make lower highs, and those are spots to add. So this was pretty good. EXAS had pretty good range, missed most of the day earlier, but that parabolic setup worked. And what else? EXAS and NFLX. Netflix, I wasn't reading this one well today. Let's see, NFLX. I didn't trade this one too well. Basically, it's sitting strong high at all-time highs, pretty close to it, but it just looked a little bit toppy. And when I was looking at it earlier in the day, it looked to me like, let's see, it looked to me like this is starting to put in a lower high. And also on the 15-minute, this looked to me like it's working on a lower high versus here. Potential head and shoulders forming, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right? But this doesn't get confirmed until we get down here, right? So until we break down here, this head and shoulders is not confirmed. So there's a lot of anticipation on my end here, and I was trading this on first on the short side, a little pre-market, then cover some short, really thinking this was going to unwind here. The market was holding while this thing was really weak. And then I got more of a pop, just short cover, trading around a core, but eventually it just overpowered and went higher, and no longer was I able to just buy dips. I just had to stop out once it cleared this triple top, and that ended up being a loss. So this one contributed to my loss today, in addition to spiders, and the other few green trades that I had on were not enough to bring me green on the day. So all good, can't win every day. And tomorrow I'll probably size down a little bit. Last day of the month, I'll probably do a little bit less. Today did feel a little bit quieter, midday especially. The desk, there was the decibel level was a little bit lower. A few guys went out to get some lunch and then kind of hang out in the park, take advantage of the nice weather. And, that's not a bad idea. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. Tomorrow I'll probably size down a little bit and then just wrap up the month, a great month, and, get ready for June. So thank you guys for watching. Mike Katz, 7 Points Capital, with today's Trader Takeaways.